Hey y'all, a very sad situation took place in Wise County, Texas. A FedEx driver, he got to tripping. You know, he felt the need. He got to kidnap a 7-year-old. He killed her for unknown reasons. Wasn't related to the family. Wasn't no issues with the family. None of that. But I got a couple of reasons that'll make him do that. That'll make him kidnap her, and you know how it go wrong, and some more things. Uh, yeah, man, like stepmother and daddy was at home, they get into it, arguing as usual, they go back and forth. Ain't nothing abnormal, they always fussing, and he'll leave and he'll go deer hunting, and her mama, she'll still do stepmama, she'll still do what she need to do, like cook. Even though they're gonna fall out when he come back, dinner is served, she cooking what she cook. And with them just having an argument, she ain't really paying that little girl no attention. Like, go in your room and play. You got game systems, you got tablets, you got movies, you got whatever, Barbie dolls, whatever you want to play with. I'm downstairs, don't bother me. If you need me, yell, I'm down here. Not knowing she's 7 years old, she'll creep, sneak outside. They probably ain't got no alarm system that'll make a noise. You know what I'm saying? If they do, she ain't paying no attention. She in her zone. She cooking. She probably got the TV up. You know what I'm saying? She can't hear shit. Ain't like they got no camera systems where she can see what's going on in the kitchen. So yeah, or she go outside, go on the porch or go in the yard. The other little 7-year-old, she slip outside. She minding her own business. She ain't really making no noise. She ain't being too loud. She's just having fun. Ain't thinking nothing of it. She in her yard. You know what I'm saying? She ain't always out in the street. She ain't, you know what I'm saying? And then here come Mr. Horner. He in that FedEx truck. Here he come. He got murder on his mind. It could have been just money at first, kidnapping on his mind. He got a dark mind. He's surrounded by, he in Wise County, so he's surrounded by, Wise County, Texas. What's up the street? Dallas, that's up the street. You got Fort Worth, that's up the street. You got, these all human trafficking, kidnapping cities. You got Waco, Texas, that's about a couple hours down. You gotta go down, you know what I'm saying? Wise County up here, and then Waco, Texas, that's down here. So then you got Oklahoma on top of Wise County. So these are all kidnapping little spots where you can get a bag. And for that 7-year-old, they're paid about $15,000, about $12,000, depending on what cartel he rode with. You know what I'm saying? And depending on if he'll drive the girl to these spots. Now with Wise County, they got a couple of children kidnapping lanes that you can take, but most of the cartels, they're gonna want you to drive the child to the destination. Understand? To pick up 10K, 12K, 16K, 15K, depending on what cartel, you know what I'm saying, that you in business with. So one lane that you can take to pay big money, Wise County, you gotta drive all the way to Georgia. That's a good lane for that. But you gotta drive there. They're not gonna pay you 15K for one child, and they still gotta drive it all the way to Georgia. You see what I'm saying? And he may not know that. So he probably thought that once I snatched the kid, I got her. He make a phone call. He called New Generation. He called Singola. He called a whole bunch of different cartels. I don't want to keep naming all the cartels, but yeah, he called them like, hey, I got a kid. They like, hey, well, I would drive it to Oklahoma. That's another lane. Drive it to Minnesota. Drive it to Illinois. Drive it to Ohio. Ohio is a big hub. So he like, what? Nah, I'm saying I gotta, no, y'all can't meet me somewhere? No, we don't want it, we don't want it. So now, we ain't paying for that. So now he's stuck with the kid. He probably don't even know all these different cartels, or even they people, they runners. He don't even know them, so he probably only knew one person. And they say they don't want it. Now he's stuck. Or they may say, take it to Waco, Texas. Well, Waco, Texas got a lot of borders. So you gotta cross them borders. You in that FedEx truck, they may pull that in. Like, what's your excuse? What you coming through here for? Let me see your package. What you finna drop off? If you ain't got that FedEx truck come from Wise County, hey, they may say, hey, pull over there. Let me open up the back. You mind open up the back? And nah, the girl back there. You see what I'm saying? Like, you think they don't be on that? Like, let me see the package. What you running? Let me see the. They'll say that. They told me that. Let me see the package. Yeah, let me see the paperwork. Yeah, that you coming down here. Let me see your bill of sale, bill of lading, whatever. Yeah, let me see that. Let me make sure it say wake up. Where you say you going? Oh, let me make sure. Yeah, and you ain't got that. Yeah, pull over here. Let me check the back. Understand? Because why is your truck, a local FedEx truck, why is it all the way down here? They got FedEx around here. What you doing in Waco? They got FedEx in Waco. Yeah, that's the thing with, when you go deep in Texas, they got the borders. You gotta know how to get through the borders. If you don't know how to do that, then shit, you bound to drizzle down. They gonna get you, cause they sharp with they shit. They more than sharp. So so now he don't know what to do. He's sweating. They probably already made the phone call, police. You know what I'm saying? They could have some cameras, so they could have seen him snatch the baby. So they probably just didn't have no TV in the kitchen to see outside, so she ain't see that there. But the other cameras, they got one in front of the door. They do got a TV, but it wasn't in the kitchen. And she wasn't paying attention. She cooking. Probably some dip meat. They probably eat some dip meat. You know what I'm saying? He going deer hunting. They eat dip meat. Sweet. Dip meat sweet and real good. Yeah, man. I'm thinking that's how it went down. But he thought he was gonna get a nice bag, 10,000, 15,000. You got Christmas coming up. He trying to surprise his wife. FedEx, they ain't giving the overtime, and they ain't giving no overtime or ain't enough money. Like he trying to, really surprise his girl or for herself. Yeah, man. They ain't come get it. He killed that kid. He was probably feeling like, shit, if I let her go, man, she gonna tell on me. Like I'm good as caught anyway. I don't know why he was thinking like, shit, I might as well just kill her. He should have let her go. Like, yeah, you still would have did about 15 years, 20 years, 10 years, but you wouldn't have got no L. You wouldn't have got no 30 or 40 years. You wouldn't have got no, you could have took a plea for 15. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you would have fucked your life up. Yeah, but you gonna die in prison. You know what I'm saying? So, it was just a wrong move for him, a sick move, If you wanted some money, you could have just did human trafficking, like the smuggling, like the immigrants, they want to come over here. So it's way easier for you. You get your CDL, you get your truck, and then you meet them. You're already in Texas. You meet them, they'll meet you. And you still could have got caught with that, but it wouldn't have been no children. It wouldn't have been no kids. It wouldn't have been no kidnapping. See, when you get caught up with smuggling, everybody go to jail. The immigrants and you. So everybody, they want to be in that truck, that trailer, so you can, bring them to America. Kidnapping, nah, you don't want that on you. Now when you go to prison, your prison ride ain't gonna be easy. Niggas don't want to kill you for killing a little girl. Ain't nobody gonna want to kill you in prison for bringing immigrants in. You ain't got no church and shit on there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know the immigrants want to come over here, so it's not kidnapping. You see what I'm saying? That's why they locking their ass up and shipping their ass back. With that was the wrong move. You never do no shit like that. And you in a FedEx truck, man, you weren't thinking at all. Like, you just got the information. Yeah, they'll pay this, they'll do that. But you didn't think. You didn't have no plan. You thought, if I'm in my FedEx truck, it's easy for me to get the kid. Like, it's an easy snatch. But not thinking you ain't had no plan B. Like, with the cartel, like, you listen to one guy, and they ain't want it. They say, hey, drive here, drive there. You didn't get all the information. You just heard the money. Oh, I can do it, okay. But you didn't say, hey, okay, when I do it, what I need to do I gotta drive it? Because you can't drive that truck to Waco, Texas, or Dallas. You could have made it to Dallas, but they ain't want it. You don't know the people that say come to Dallas. Well, you ain't got to run into no, and then you can't bring that truck to no Dallas. FedEx, they gonna want their truck. They got trackers on their truck. So how you gonna, now look at how effed up this plan is. Like, you could have went back to the house. Now you got to take the girl out the truck, put it in your truck or your house. You got neighbors. So you got to tie her up or knock her out. And you ain't got the stuff to knock her out. See, you ain't even got that. You ain't even prepared. So now, you got more witnesses that can see you. Then you got to take the truck back to FedEx. Then you got to come back home. You got to take your car. You got to take the truck. Your car already, I'm tripping. Your car already at FedEx because you work there. Yeah, your car at FedEx. So now you got to take the girl back to your house Tired. You gotta make sure witness don't see you, neighbors don't see you, which they gonna see you. And when you pull up with that big ass FedEx truck, they gonna see you. In the middle of the day, they gonna see you. You know, you're gonna be sweating, looking stupid. You ain't got no the equipment that you gonna put in an empty box. You ain't got that. So then how you gonna carry it? So man, cause your car, it's at FedEx. Then you gotta go back to FedEx. Hope she don't break loose. Hope she don't, the neighbors don't hear a scream. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got all that time for all that shit. And then you gotta come back. Hope she's still there. Hope the police ain't waiting on you. And then you gotta drive all the way to Dallas, all the way to Waco, all the way to Atlanta, all the way to Decatur. Because Decatur will let you, that's another lane, Decatur, but it's still Georgia, same lane. You know, just different highways. Or Ohio. You know what I'm saying? So, and you gotta hope that they pay you when you get there. They could just up that thing and say, "Nah, we ain't paying you nothing. Get on." You know what I'm saying? They can say that. They can kill you. You know what I'm saying? They might have said, "Man, fuck over." They shiesty now. That's the cartel. So they may, "Hey man, we ain't paying you 10. We give you 5." They tell you we give you 16. You get there. We give you 10. They say we give you 10 and give you 5. They'll play or give you 9. You should have just let that girl go. You couldn't do nothing with her and then killed yourself. You gotta go to no jail. Yeah, Satan, he would have forgave you. He would have forgave you. You killed yourself. He would have. Yeah, he would have took you in. He would have. Yeah. Now God, you can't. Don't even look at them. Don't even look up. Don't even look up. Look down. Yeah, Satan would have. He would have took it. He would have turned his back on you. You know, Satan got a lot of suicide people in his army. Yeah, you could have joined the army. Yeah. So you ain't got to kill that girl. I know you sick. I know you got a problem. But yeah, you could have solved that. You could have solved that. But, you know, the state of Texas, they're going to, do the damage. You know, they could bring death. You got $1 million bond. You know, you're going to die in prison, or you're going to get sentenced to death, or you're going to spend the rest of your life in prison. You still die. And yeah, it is what it is, but it's a lesson learned to the parents. Like, you got to make sure we keep our eyes on our kids, man. Especially when we got a big ass house, because it couldn't have been no trailer or nothing like that, because you would have seen her. If it's a trailer, you would have seen her leave out the house. So we got to make sure, like, we watching our kids, because it's still, you never know. UPS, FedEx, you never know. You never know. Anybody, the neighbor, anybody, and it can happen just like that. Like, she was outside 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and he pulled up and seen her. Damn. We gotta learn from the situation. We definitely do. Like, it ain't safe outside. And so the middle class neighborhoods, it can happen. The rich, the high end, it can happen. The poor, niggas might not, too many people outside, too many steppers, too many gangsters. Niggas might not do that in the hood. But in the rich, in the middle class, I gotta be real careful, like, cause y'all got different type of monsters. It's monsters in the hood, but it's monsters in the middle class and the rich too, and they different. They kidnappers. Yeah. In the hood, it's steppers and jackers. In the rich and middle class, it's kidnappers and human traffickers and sex predators, and yeah, that's what they at. So understand, and some more things. The boogeyman. In the hood, you do got a little raper here or there, but it's more hustlers and steppers and jackers and shit like that for the most part. And then you got the molester, the uncle molester and stuff like that. But in the rich and middle class, where they put on them suits and uniforms, UPS and all that stuff, yeah, that's where they coming. That's where they at. So we got to be real careful and stay on point and learn from other people's mistakes, so this won't happen to your daughter, your son. Understand? Go.